Welcome back. This is just a quick little video showing you how to change the power steering bracket for the ones that go with the Supercharger kit. Now, the V3 kit, v3.2 kit comes with power steering pump adapter brackets. Is to replace this lump here. Obviously you can see where it sort of picks up on the inside, so we've got to take this off, but you will need a vice grip, a C-clamp that you can actually reach the end of the shaft. Oh, I get hiccups, that's horrible, that is. Yeah, so you'll need that one should be maybe just big enough. If not, we may have to improvise. Just needs enough to might just do it. Let's get this. First of all, we need to take the pump pulley off. They look like 10s, it's German, they're probably 11s because they're weird. Oh no, they don't look like 10s at all. They're 13s maybe. Yeah, 13s. So let's knock these loose. Oh my god. Let's put that there. Fucking hell. It's not having none of that. Uno momento, por favor. Oh, that wiggles off. Yeah, man. God, come on. Do you need a bit of encouragement? I'll just give you a... He's going. Just not as well as I'd hope. Come on. Little taps. I want to cock the pulley up. One there. There we go. Boom. Pump assembly there. Nice. Right. Probably shouldn't be backspinning it. Now, we need to get this off. So, easiest way of doing it, we take these bolts out. That's why we wanted the G clamp. Problem we've now got is it's not quite big enough to get around it. So, luckily I have a large vice. So we'll have to gently put it in the vice so we can get some of these bolts loose. Right, so 13s again. A big through bolt. So. One that one back. Set that bushing out. There we go. Set that one up. Do one that one. Two on box, two on box at the back. Or away from the high pressure line. See, now we have a problem, because I've taken that out. I can't get because of orientation twice, so let's see if I'll put that one in there. Just put that spacer on it in a minute, so I've got some thread. because what we don't want to do is for the pump assembly to come apart. Just finger tight will be fine. Got to remember what way everything goes. Now, the pump has offset bolt holes, so the bracket will only go on one way. Right, now that's finger tight. If we loosen that out, we can take that bolt out. And in theory, this should just come out. There we go, boom. Now, if we look, all the moles should line up perfectly on the new plate. So this plate bolts straight to the front. I'm just going to double check the instructions, but it should bolt directly to the front. And then this part here that we're worrying about, there's some spacers that they've supplied to, so it fits nicely. Right, so they actually supply you with nice new hardware. I've just got to try and find the bolt holes to line up again. There we go. Right, that's the way we would need it. Right there. Try and get this out a bit. Alright, I've sussed it. That's where we want it. Well, that top corner is up there. What a absolute wally, eh? Do we need to shave the housing a little bit? Oh, we do. We do need to shave the housing a little bit. Oh, that is annoying, isn't it? Eh? Not a problem though. Not a problem at all. Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. It says, also, due to the cast housing, it may require some trimming of the bracket / housing on its side to get it to fit properly. There we go. It's just me being an absolute wally. So what I'm going to do is fire up the air compressor, get the die grinder in it, and I'm going to take a little bit of meat out of that. Just a little bit out of there, and then we'll take a little bit out of the bracket, and it should snug up nicely. So I will come back once I've done that. I just realised I forgot to film. So yeah, I've had to just, I don't know if you can see up there, just taken a little bit out of the bracket and a little bit out of the housing, just to, so you're not taking too much out of either. I'm going to run the block mount on the back still. I think I've got that the right way around. Just trying to think. If that goes in the other way. Let's have a look. It shouldn't come up. It's leaking a little bit out of the body. got to go like that, hasn't it? Because that's a 90 with the bracket. Yeah. It's alright, crisis averted. Get that done back up. Should have taken a photo. Because of the length of it, I've got to run the original bolts. Not the really long ones, but the short ones that were on the front originally, just to take up these spaces. Now, probably don't need it, but a bit of rigidity in the bracket is probably a good thing. Just put a washer on that one, not a washer on the other one. Let's do that quick. Let's pop a washer on it. Can't hurt, can it? Washer front to back. Spread the load. Right, now span wire. That's them two done up, and then need an Allen key for the front. They make so 6, isn't they? Yeah. Boom. Plate is on. It's all nice and flush down as it's supposed to, all the way around there on the mounting pedestal bits. We'll have a cheeky little spanner check. I'm obviously using the little gun. Yeah, they are tight. Yeah, we are good to go. Right, now that's pumped up. I'm not going to pop it on yet, because I've got some other stuff I need to do also. So in the next video I'll be fitting this bad boy. This is a thermostat. This opens at 71 degrees Celsius, so with that opening earlier, the radiator will be obviously cooling the engine a little bit easier, because the thermal mass won't have built up too much. And then what else we got? We've got a oil cooler adapter to mount on the top where the filters normally go. That bolt's on up there, and then we'll run some AN9s. I need to order a cooler, so I will do that. I don't know whether I'm going to run a fan on it yet, probably not. And the bracket for the new radiator has turned up, so this is for an E30. It just allows for the gap between the chassis legs to be a bit smaller, so that should negate the issue that we had with the rad. So yeah, so that's it for this one. Made a right old mess, but as you can see, all the holes lined up beautifully. I've drilled that spot on. Got new bolts in. I've obviously used the old ones, so I've still got the block mount. I don't know if all of them come with it. Oh, I'll tell you what I need to do is pop that pulley back on, don't I? Let's get that back on there. And the bolts. Give it that a out. Get them bolts in. only just see me just on the edge of frame, sorry about that. Get them bolts in. Where's the other one? I've lost one. Oh, it's here. And then we'll be gentle, walk it down. Boom. Spanner check, other way. Yeah, them boys are tight. Now there's probably a torque setting. I would recommend that when you do it, you do everything to torque settings, but I am an idiot, so I'm not going to. Yeah, look at that. That's a fancy bit of kit right there. So that should all put it in, well, it should put it in its original position, because you use the 2 pickups on the block to take this, and you just have to obviously space it back to the original position. But with that, it should be a case of I put the bolt in here, hold it up, put the spacers in. Should make assembly for me 10 times easier. I don't know if all of these power steering pumps have this bracket on all the engines that the kit suits, especially with the newer style pulleys, newer style power steering pumps as well. That might be different. So obviously read the instructions and double check what you're doing. This obviously works for my case, may not necessarily work for your case, and you may have to do it slightly differently. But from the old bracket, which is a bit of a lump, to the new bracket, that ain't too sad. So yeah, I'm happy. If everyone else is happy, sweet. So yeah, again, thank you for watching. Next video, putting this on, putting the bracket on, thermostat, new thermostat in, ready for when we start doing plumbing, because we're going to have to change the top radiator hose slightly, I believe, just to clear the new pulleys and the new belt routing for the supercharger. We'll get the housing mounted with a separate video for the AN lines and the actual cooler, probably in the same one when we're plumbing the radiator in. But as it stands, we're in a good position. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next Thursday.